What's going on, Panthers Nation? Welcome back to my channel. This is Aaron Duncan here with the Necessary Bluntness Sports Talk. We have a Panthers video today, and we're talking about some of the rookies in this latest draft class from 2022 that has been very impressive this preseason and who I expect to make an impact. You know, we got a couple guys that, of course, Ickey up top, the first-round pick, draft pick at left tackle will be starting from day one. But we got to look a little bit deeper than him because we know all eyes will be on him regardless. I want to talk about some other under-the-radar guys that we've seen and make some plays. I want to talk about what kind of impact they could have this year. We're going to head start right now. Once again, it's Aaron Duncan here with the Necessary Bluntness Sports Talk. I start off every video by saying, what up, dude? Here on Necessary Bluntness to do recap and analysis of the Carolina Panthers pretty much every day of the week that ends in Y. So if you don't want to miss any videos, you want analysis like this, film breakdowns, podcasts, and live streams, hit the subscribe button down below and the bell icon. And also, if you want to show some love to your creators, you can leave me a little super thanks down below. Super thanks is pretty much just a tip jar for creators. I do this for the love. I'm not getting a ton of money, obviously, from this. So I do this and bring this content for you guys and for all of us. So if you want to show a little bit of appreciation, go ahead to super thanks down below. I would really appreciate that. But you guys let me know down below in the comments, who's your favorite rookie that you're looking forward to seeing on this roster this year and what they can do and what kind of impact they could have. Obviously, it could be Ickey, it could be any of the other later picks. Let me know down below. So the first rookie I'm going to talk about is Amari Barbero. Now, Amari Barbero, he had a great first game that we had, but he ended up getting hurt in the preseason. This guy was one of the fastest DNs of all time at the combine, running a 4.38. We know his speed is there. He's a little bit lean on the sides, needs a little bit more experience, but he's kind of like a Brian Burns or Marquise Haynes type of clone in that same skill set. And I think in certain spots, he can have an impact just with that speed off the edge. We saw him against the Commanders putting pressure on the quarterback. We saw him pretty much wreaking havoc. Obviously, he got hurt his hamstring, so we haven't seen much from him there. But when he gets healthy, I think this guy, he has speed that you really can't coach. I mean, he had 2 pressures and 2 hurries against the Commanders, and one of those hurries led to an interception. So you felt his impact. You felt him being close almost every play. And like I said, his speed jumps off of the screen and off of the tape to the point that you really can't deny giving this guy a chance, or maybe on certain downs, to let him at least try to run the hoop and get to the quarterback. Like I said, there's always a need for pass rushers in the NFL, especially with speed, especially with, like I said, we have the similar skill set with Burns and Hayes. So I'll be interested to see how he fits into the rotation or how Phil Snow gets him on the field. But I think there's no questioning that Amari Barbero is a guy that can have an impact on this team, whether it's special teams, being able to run down with that speed, or rushing the passer. So I'm very excited about what he can do. The next guy I'm looking forward to is our draft pick, Cade Mays out of Tennessee. Now, Cade Mays plays the offensive line, and he had experience at the University of Tennessee playing all 5 positions. Most certainly, he's been focusing on the interior here with the Panthers. He's played some center, played both guard positions, even played a little bit of right tackle in the final preseason game and just showing what he can do. But I fully expect him to be within the interior. This position is something that's very important for us because with a shorter quarterback like Baker Mayfield, you don't need pressure in his face. So we don't want to push getting close to him. I haven't been overly impressed with what I saw with Austin Corbett in the preseason. Obviously, he's the big free agent acquisition. He's a little bit pricey too, so he's going to have a little bit longer leash than Cade Mays, who's a later round draft pick, who's a swing guy. But I like what I saw from Cade Mays, obviously against lower competition, but he's a little bit stronger at the point of attack, a little bit nastier coming off the ball, much more physical than Corbett. He's a little bit more, I guess, fitting the system that they're trying to do as far as being downhill, hard-nosed running team. But nevertheless, I like Cade Mays based off his versatility. He had a great game, like I said, early on. PFF even graded him out pretty well, and it pretty much showed on tape. Multiple pancakes in that Commanders game, and even, like I said, showed that versatility, being able to play center in the Patriots game. And you can see that he works well with other guys when it comes to combo blocks and working up to the second level. He does a good job at this, and I really like that from a young guy like him that's always looking for work, always looking to be physical and help out his fellow linemen. You can't ask for too much more from a guy like this, especially when he's, like I said, he's a later round pick, and he still gets some development that's going to come down the line when he gets a little bit stronger when it comes to the point of attack. But I still love Cade Mays, and I'll be looking for him to push for obviously playing time because injuries happen, knock on wood, but maybe even a starting position sometime here in the near future. You heard it from me first. I'm not too big on Corbett, but we'll see how things roll. Like I said, it is still early. And last but not least, the big splash rookie that we've all been seeing and have been falling in love with is Brandon Smith, the linebacker out of the University of Penn State. Now, we know Brandon Smith, big, tall, lengthy, fast guy, 6'3", 250 pounds that can run and hit. He's very active, has a high motor. I like this guy this year, man. Our linebacker position has some question marks. I don't think Brandon Smith is all the way there yet to be a starting caliber linebacker yet, but there's definitely times where, obviously at worst, he's a special teams ace, playing all four, I guess, phases of special teams. So at worst, he can do that. But he can get after the quarterback when you bring him from the distance, from the edge. We saw him do that in preseason. He can run sideline to sideline and tackle guys. He's showing a little bit more instinct when it comes to diagnosing plays as the experience happens. And we've seen him play inside linebacker and outside linebacker. I have a little bit concerns with him in coverage based on just learning more route combinations and route developments, just to be able to recognize stuff a little bit faster. I think that'll come with a little bit more experience watching tape and being out there. As you can see, sometimes he may get lost in coverage, but like I said, with the speed, the measurables, the traits that this guy has, you can't help but hope and pray that he gets a chance to get on the field and let that thing loose and really take advantage of that. Like I said, he made a lot of plays this preseason, and I think everything has jumped off the tape. He played a lot of snaps, and he may even be used with Shaq Thompson coming back from injury and not being in full game shape. I don't expect Shaq Thompson to play 100% of the snaps in week 1. So Brandon Smith will be a key in the rotation along with Damian Wilson and Corey Littleton. So I think that, the gamble that they made on the trades for him is going to pay off, and he has a lot of upside. And so, like I said, even with the fate of Damian Wilson being unknown right now, Brandon Smith is going to play an even bigger role going forward as well. So I expect Brandon Smith to probably have the biggest impact out of the guys that we discussed in this video, because he has a chance to be on the field pretty quickly, and I think he'll take advantage of those opportunities. But you guys let me know down below in the comments which rookie out of the 3 guys I named this year are your favorite that you're going to be paying attention to. Who do you think is going to have the biggest impact on this roster this year? Because we're going to need some help, and injuries are part of the game, with it being a 17-game season, 18-week season, a late bye. If we can get some good role players out of this draft class, like Cade Mays, like Barno, like Smith. Cade Mays and Smith look like immediate guys, like you feel pretty good right away about them. We got to give Scott Fitter credit on these guys and picking these guys. Also, Matt Rule some credit as well for singling out these guys. They got who they wanted to at the top of the draft, and then everybody else, they just gambled on traits to hopefully coach them up and get the most out of them. Matt Rule helped hire some of these position coaches that's going to get the most out of them with some more experience this year. So I'm fully excited about the potential of these guys and what they may be able to bring to this team going forward. But you guys let me know down below in the comments how you feel. Make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss any videos with the Necessary Blunt Sports Talk. Hit that bell notification. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.